name.
That's Cassandra.
Oh, well, that's a fucking genius name. I need that name.
You know
Sorry,
that was
I'm in
about
a
me,
doll mood.
right?
You could. Oh, well, it's still a funny name. My bad.
Rude as hell, all of you.
I mean, I would probably put
Hi,
that as my
Megan.
name if I thought of it. She said, Bob, can you adopt me?
I'm
Girl, I'll
homeless.
adopt you. She won't.
She said, I'm homeless. I need a TikTok home. I'm homeless in the streets. Bob, can you
Oh
adopt
my
me?
god. Fine, but we're staying in an apartment.
In the woods.
Oh shit.
Giggling goblin, she said, I can hear you saying it too. I definitely would. Y'all know I'm not gonna have this conversation for like 3, 4 hours, right?
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get her in here. But does she know she's supposed to be here?
I messaged
Oh, if
her.
I know. They've
She
been
was
going
here
at it for like
earlier.
2 days.
She was in here earlier, but I did just message her before I went live, so
And then we'll make all our money on eBay and she can take care of us. So if you adopt her, Cassandra has to take care of us because she's the one that works at eBay. So she makes the most money.
She's
you're
pre-warning
taking
Miss
care of
Wings
us
is in a
now.
mood.
Yes, Miss Wings is in a mood. Yes, I have to agree with Giggling Goblin.
Yeah, she
Just
is.
I am in a mood. I'm tired of fucking people. I'm sick of
Kate.
it.
I mean, in
Everybody's
all
entitled to
fairness,
their
and
own opinion.
we're gonna do this fair. She's been dragged for days. That's
Literally.
frustrating. That is very
Like,
frustrating.
I'm a smartass. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a smartass. And if you take what I say to heart the first time I get in the box, like, that's your problem. I mean, I'll try to be as respectful as I possibly can. Honestly, don't know how well that's gonna work, but
I'll just mute you.
that's fine. Drop me out of the box. I'm cool.
No. No, because then you won't answer my calls tomorrow.
Emily says, "Oh, now I know what's happening." For 2 days, like, come on. I
Yeah,
made a
2 days.
comment. Y'all act like I unalived a dog or something. Jesus.
Who we letting in the box? Who we letting in the box? Oh, I guess we'll let that payroll mama in the box, man. Ugh.
Giggling Goblin, you should get in the box too.
Yeah, while you're down the top on not today, Satan.
Because I've been dealing with
Giggling.
Satan all day.
Yes,
Thank
we'll
you,
get out
Megan.
of the box.
Yes, Kate. You know, since they want to sit over there and drag me and twist my words and make me look like a horrible person, I figured I'd come over here. So, you want to say something? Come on over here. Because I do not want any more messages about, oh, Enabler wants to talk to you. I don't even know her. I don't care what she has to say, to be honest with you.
I think it needs to also go without saying the fact that if somebody's not responding or coming into a space that they don't either feel safe or comfortable in, don't continue to blow them up. Like, don't continue to send them messages and say, come in there, go in there. They're
But you
calling
know
for
what,
you, they're
Kate?
summoning you.
Kate, tell her she can bring backup. We don't care. It's going to be Miss Wings and her only talking anyway.
I don't even know what the hell she needs backup for. Only reason I had Bob do it is because I can't go live because I don't
And then,
follow 1,000 crazy people.
well, then she's kind of neutral. She can bring
I don't really
backup.
care.
No, Kate, in fairness, and I have been in contact with Jessica all day. She was in here earlier. She was willing to have the conversation. She wants to have the conversation. But it was just bad timing. It didn't fit all of our schedules at the same time, which is life. That happens. But she was available now, and I did message her, but she might not have seen it because not everybody's, we're not all living on our phones. So
Definitely not.
Exactly.
I'm surprised I'm on it right now.
We have cookies. Do you have a baby update for us?
Hopefully tomorrow I will get to go look at them and see
Oh,
them,
yay.
them and everything. But I
Yay!
have not got any photos or anything. They just are pretty much in seclusion, leaving them alone so mommy doesn't eat the babies.
So, but she is feeding them.
She is so far.
Yay!
What babies are we talking about?
We
Her,
have the
but you
white
know the one.
hedgehog that we rescued. Uh, Unbeknownst to all of us, was pregnant, and the day that she was supposed to be delivered, popped out three puplets. So now she has to be kept secluded and watched to make sure that she doesn't eat her babies, because they are like hamsters and gerbils and mice and can do the nasty things like that. But so far they're just watching to make sure that she's feeding him and taking care of him. And she was named Willow by a TikTok group that all voted on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, Jessica won in the back. I hit accept. What happened?
I don't know. I
I
think she's
don't
it's
know.
still there where I
Oh, there it
accepted
is.
it.
Yep. So the whole group named her Willow. And then I was messing with her other hedgehog when she had him out. And I was like, how does it feel? You're going to be a stepdaddy. Girl, that damn hedgehog jumped out of her hand so fast and went and hid.
Shit, I would too.
I didn't
I
sign
would
up
have
for
left the
this shit.
scene.
He's like, I ain't going to be no daddy.
All right. So
All
I
right.
do request that everybody mute just to make sure. And I do request of this. This conversation is between two people. It's between Jessica and Miss Wings. Everybody has an opinion on everything. Everybody's got one, just like an asshole. But this certain subject is strictly between Jessica and Miss Wings. I think it's important because, and I did say this earlier, um, it's not fair that Enabler's been dragging her for 2 days. I know that, Jessica, that you wanted to get your feelings out, but the way that it was went about, I personally don't agree with. You cannot expect somebody to feel safe or comfortable in a live where, and I saw parts of the live today of the first one where somebody's being so mean. Um, with
Not
that
at
being
all.
said,
I agree.
thank you.
The reason she asked me to come back the second time was to see if there was even a fix. And when I let her know that there wasn't even a conversation nor a fix, she kind of moved on quickly to the next subject. You know what I mean? If like that
Yeah,
whole live was like with 15 different things going on.
right. But as somebody who was in her box last night, I will say, was it last night
Hmm.
or the next? Yeah, last night.
Yep. Hmm.
I will say this: the commenters are mean. Like, they're very biased. Clearly, we've all dealt with that at some point, but
Right.
it can become very overwhelming. So I do request everybody in the live, please be respectful, please be kind, understand, like, this is not your beef. So just when you do, if you have an opinion on it, be respectful with your opinion. Um, Jessica, would you like
Okay.
to speak first?
Yes, ma'am. So, I'm gonna take it back a little bit, Miss Wings. I'm gonna take it back a few months ago. Um, I'm gonna take it to where you reached out to me. Out of nowhere, you came to me. Um, we even had, you had my phone number. You would message me. You would talk to me. You would ask me if I'm okay. You would, you would be, I talked to you about things. I spoke to you on certain subjects, no matter what it may be. Um, then you kind of went your way. I kind of went mine. Don't know what happened. Never spoke ill of you. Never, not one time. Never said anything. And you even made the comment, make sure you don't, you don't give out my number. And I'm like, I promise I wouldn't do that to you. And I still, to this day, I haven't. But I don't know what I did so wrong to for you to speak what you did in the live the other day. Everybody knows I'm sick. I don't care if I'm 50 pounds or 500 pounds, but I'm not. I'm 174 pounds because I'm sick. Like I get to play that card for a minute because I don't feel it was okay. Like you're on there talking about my weight. You're talking about my oxygen, how it's by the government.
Okay, time out. I never mentioned anything about your
Yes,
oxygen being by
yes,
the
you did. I
government.
it's
No, the
it's
fuck I
yeah.
did not. I said it is
Can
a
we fix
waste
it?
of oxygen.
Can can we
Go ahead and
fix
pull
it?
it up.
There's a
Big
video
box it.
on
I watched it. I know.
Chrissy
I have it.
Tina's. You did.
Hold
You
on a
did say
second.
that.
I
Hold on,
never
because
said
I listened to it too,
anything.
and I didn't hear anything about the
I
government either,
never.
and that's why
I
I was
said,
confused. So we're just gonna dead it, or I'm sorry, unalive it
I said,
and play it.
what I did say was that it is a waste of oxygen for anybody on that side to talk to anybody on this side because nobody is ever going to agree. It is never going to end. It is very obvious. It's never going to end from either side. That's what I meant by it's kind of like it's a waste of your breath. Except for I just used oxygen, but I never said anything about you being on oxygen. It's just a waste of fucking oxygen to sit there and talk to these people from the other side. And where it went south with you was I tried to protect, I came to you and I like actually was concerned about your mental health when you were in Scams Live. But you also said, why would I think you were going over to their live when you were in, I want to say it was Phoenix's live. I could be wrong, but then you are over there. So why are you going to say, why would you ever go over there? You sat at this side and you were friends with so many people on this side. And I don't care who you follow. I personally do not care. But if you're going to sit here on this side and pretend like you care about people, and then you go sit in a live that's held for 7 hours about another person, and you question that person's sister, like, I just think that's really disrespectful. And you didn't care about what their mental health was, so why should people care about yours? I mean, that's just my outlook on it.
Okay, that's
And
fine. That's
and
you.
I do have your number, and I've never given it to anybody. You could have reached out to me, and I do apologize for the weight comment. That was really rude, and I shouldn't have said it. And honestly, I wish I was a bigger person. I wish I could gain weight and look healthy. Like that's an insecurity for me. And I'm sorry for saying that about you. But you twisted it and you guys have drugged me for days.
I
You've
didn't
had
drag
people
you.
reach
The
out to
video's
me.
up.
There's been multiple people who have reached out to me to tell me what you are saying and what this girl, I don't even know her, is saying. But for you to think that I'm going to go over there and sit in a box with all of those people, you've lost your damn mind. You don't respect my boundaries. And I mean, I respected yours. I don't give a shit what you do. But you keep putting yourself in positions that's going to get you in this position where people are going to start forming their opinion. And yeah, I formed mine.
No, you can form an
Like,
opinion. You can. That's on you. That's your opinion. But what's
Okay.
not going to happen, Miss Wings, and it's not fair to me,
Okay.
is I did nothing.
Hold on. Just one second. We got a bunch of new people in here, and I'm going to say this now. This conversation is between Jessica and Miss Wings only. And if there's any kind of disrespect, I will block and I will mute you out of here. I'm just giving everybody a warning. This is between Jessica and Miss Wings, and that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now, Doran, do you want me to play this
but
video? Because I also do not remember
Please,
hearing anything about the government in there.
please, please,
And I watched
yeah,
this
play it.
video.
please.
Okay. Ready? It's
I'm
just going to be
just here
audio
to
because I
support
don't get to
Jessica.
see anybody. I mean, you could be here to support Jessica. That's fine. It's just what I ask is that it stays between Jessica and Miss Wings. Is that okay, Christina? I was
Yeah,
going to
it's
call you
fine. I'm just
Chrissy.
here to support her. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not being. Yeah, totally
You
fine.
laugh. Damn.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Don't just make me laugh. Damn. I'm going to end up being the size of Jessica if this shit keeps happening, you guys. Oh, shots fired. Boom, boom. I don't care. I'm just saying she needs to enjoy that oxygen that she's breathing and stop talking shit about people. For real, oxygen can't be cheap, right? She's just wasting that shit. For real, put it to some good use, you know? And some people have real loud voices, so why don't you put that towards something that could, be useful? Yeah. Instead of trying to hurt people. Thank you, cookies. Roses smell so good. Completely agree. I completely agree. I was focused on the Diddy stuff because I don't know. I did some deep diving and I'm making some connections that I'm noticing aren't being made in the media. Then I had to. And that's that. There was nothing said about you being on government oxygen.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. If you go look on Chrissy Tina's page.
That was from Chrissy Tina's page, hon.
Okay, can I ask a question? Like, did I really, there was nothing about government on there? Not
No.
one thing? Like I
No.
made that up?
I just played
because
this.
it
I
didn't
just
come
played
out of
it.
my
Did
mouth.
anybody else hear anything about the government on there?
I did.
I'm just being what I just saw. And this was the video on Christina's page.
Yeah, so you twisted
Okay.
it to fit your narrative.
Absolutely didn't twist it.
And then
Absolutely
you did
didn't
the
twist it.
same.
It's there.
Yes, you did.
No,
Girl,
it's
you
there
did.
because
You
they
just
said the
listened to it.
government,
No,
it
it was
stated
never
in there. Yeah,
said.
it's there. I
In
promise.
this video. In this video.
Yes, in Christina's video.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Are
at
you
Christina's
able?
page. I'm clicking Christina's video, and that's the ready.
Just make me laugh. Damn. I'm gonna end up being the size of Jessica if this shit keeps happening, you guys. Oh, shots fired. Boom, boom. I don't care. I'm just saying she needs to enjoy that oxygen that she's breathing and stop talking shit about people.
Enjoy the oxygen she's breathing and stop talking shit about people. I'm gonna play the rest of it.
For real, oxygen can't be cheap, right?
That was me. I said that. I'm sorry. That was insensitive, and I didn't even think about it as it was coming out of my mouth. And if you want to address me next, that is perfectly fine. But I will continue.
She's wasting that shit. For real, put it to some good use, you know? And some people have real loud voices, so why don't you put that towards something that could, be useful? Yeah. Instead of trying to hurt people. Thank you, cookies. Roses smell so good. Completely agree. I completely agree. I was focused on the Diddy stuff because I don't know. I did some deep diving and I'm making some connections that I'm noticing aren't being made in the media. So I had to just make me laugh. Damn. Okay.
Roses smell so good.
Every time you say that, every time I hear it, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And I do
So
agree
this
with
is what I
Cassandra.
think
She
happened.
said
Oh, go
she
ahead.
said, but the weight and the other negative comments were wrong, and she's right. They were wrong, and that's why I am here to apologize to you because I can own it when I say some fucked up shit. But the problem is, other people cannot. They will twist it and
But
believe
I'm
what they
not
want to
other
believe.
people.
Even if you play it, she just played it for you, and you're still saying that I said
Because I'm telling
government.
you, but it's okay. I
I know what
know,
I said,
I know what I
and
heard.
obviously it's
And it
on.
may
I
not have
mean, you
came
could
from
go on
your
YouTube,
mouth, may
and it
not came
didn't,
from
and
your mouth, but
that's what makes
somebody
me
in that
so mad.
live.
But it wasn't me who said that, and you drug me through
How did I
fucking
drag you? I
Enabler's
barely
live for
spoke
2
about it,
fucking
except for
days.
once.
Yes, you. Then who did,
I
Jessica?
spoke
Who
about
went
it
over
one
there and talked
time.
about it? And for the last 2 days, my phone's been blowing up because you've been talking about it.
Show
So I've been
me.
told.
Show me where, when. I spoke about it one time, and I didn't bring it up again because I don't want to talk about
At
that.
like
Like
10:30
that's
last
freaking
night,
low ball.
I got a message at 10:30 last night about it.
Yeah, and I
10:30 at
didn't
night.
talk about it. I did not
So
speak about it at
you're
all in
people
that
who
live.
are.
I
Then
said
your people who
the
are
only
doing
thing
it
I
for
said
you.
was, I asked the girl, I said, did you make contact with Miss Wings? And she said no. I said, okay, and I left. Or I didn't say
Yes,
anything
then
after
what?
that.
But you could have messaged me. Like, you're not blocked on my end unless you blocked me.
Yeah, because I don't understand what happened, what I
Well,
did
then
to you
why
specifically.
go to the problem? Like, I'm not going in there. So why the hell would you go over there to them instead of unblock me and message me yourself? I
Let
mean,
me
you can't expect me to be able to send you a message if you have me blocked. So
But
how did
you
you
didn't know
expect
that
you
until
and
right
I to have
now.
a
Did you
conversation?
try? Did you try to message me?
I checked my blocked thing because I thought you were blocked and I couldn't find you. So that told me you had me blocked. So again, how am I supposed to message you? Even the last 2 days, I couldn't send you a message because you have me blocked. So to even get past this, there was no way for me to unless I talked to Bob about it. And I showed her every single person who came and messaged me that my name was in their mouth. Like, okay, I'm not that hard to find. You can send me a DM. And I apologize for saying what I said to you. That was wrong. You know, like the weight comment and the rude comment, that was wrong. And I am sorry for saying that to you. But I really think I deserve an apology for you going and bringing other people into it that didn't even know about it. That's like the same thing they did to you, is what you were trying to do to me just because you were angry. You know, two wrongs definitely don't make a right.
Can I say something? That's okay. Or no?
Oh, girl, I don't care. Go ahead.
Sorry, y'all. I've had one too many drinks. My
I
bad.
actually don't have any problem with you. I don't really know you, though, but go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything directed towards like that I care about what you might have said about me. My thing is you're apologizing for saying it to her, but yet wanting her to apologize to you. But what if you ever said on live about you directly for her to apologize for?
So her going to ScamSlam and Enabler, Disabler, and all their 650 something followers to put me back in their little Discord comment, like there's effects to everything that you do
No,
on this
but
app. Every
me,
person you
I
talk to, and she did it. So
the
like
same night that it happened.
if I went to somebody else and I was talking mad shit on her or explaining how I felt, which cool. I'm glad she has friends that she could do that with. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. But then you go in another live and talk about it without messaging me
The
so
same
that I
night
get
that
all these
okay,
extra people.
I think too, like it was like what was said wasn't said, and we all just heard that. And if you'd like, Jessica, I can go back and watch that live when I have some free time and see if anybody even said that. But I don't remember. I was in that live. I was in a box. I don't remember anybody saying that, because when people usually say things that I think are too far, and saying somebody was on government oxygen, first of all, assuming somebody is on any assistance, or even speaking on somebody being on assistance, for me, I don't like that. It
there should
doesn't
have been
fucking
an
matter.
issue with just saying someone doesn't deserve oxygen. It shouldn't even matter if it's government or
I
not.
didn't say she didn't
Okay,
deserve
but
oxygen. I did
Christina,
not say
what
she
I'm,
didn't deserve oxygen. I said it's a waste of oxygen for
which
I mean, it's
two groups, meaning Scam Slam's group and this side over here. It's a waste of oxygen to continue to sit there and try to squash it between the two. It's never going to happen. That's what I meant. It didn't come out like that. That's basically what I was saying. It's kind of like Florida
but to
Man and
say a comment
tattoos,
like that when she's on
getting along.
oxygen.
but Christina, my question is, honey,
It does. It's
she's
just a figure of fucking
apologizing right
speech.
now. What more do you want from her? Would you like blood?
It's never gonna end.
No, I'm not.
No, like that's what I
Okay,
told you.
okay.
It's a
But
waste
I'm
of
just, you
time.
keep repeating the same thing, and it's like she's answering you. Are you listening to hear her, or are you listening to respond to her? And I think that is a problem that a lot of people have when they're in situations like this, when they're trying to clear stuff up. Are you listening to hear the person? Are you listening to respond to them? Because there's a huge difference between the two. And when you're not hearing somebody, you're not even giving them the opportunity to properly apologize, because you're so ready to tell them how wrong they are over and over and over again.
Because me and Miss Wings, we've actually had talks off the app. We've been in a call, and she felt bad about this, like really bad. And she's been wanting to apologize, but she's didn't want to go over there because her name's been getting dragged through the mud over there. Like
And
she's
Not
Jessica,
only
I
during this
respect you, but
time.
I'm dropping.
It didn't have anything to do with her in the first place.
beat me to it.
I mean,
I,
you can't get upset when people don't give you the reaction that you want from them. And when they're
it's not,
continuing
I
to
promise, I
repeat.
didn't know what to expect.
No, you're
I
fine.
didn't,
It's not your
I
fault.
didn't
I
know
mean, I
what to
think
expect.
she's trying to like stick up for you, and like, and I get it, because I also feel for Miss Wings because I was in that box too, and I know what our emotions were feeling. Our emotions were feeling that we were tired. Um, you have to
I didn't mean
remember,
to hurt her. I
you have,
didn't mean to hurt her and make her even talk about me. I didn't mean before any of this. I didn't mean to hurt her because I don't talk about her. I don't bring up her name.
Jessica,
I let it go.
right, but
here's
Jessica, you have to put in consideration how many nasty, vile things were said. And listen, I'm willing to let it all be behind me and be like, okay, it was a bad time. We all had bad moments, but you have to like own that you had bad moments. And even if your words and your actions didn't directly shot fire for her, it was the her friends, it's people that she cares about, it's
You're
an
right.
ongoing thing that she's been seeing. So yeah, she's with her friends just as much as you've been with your friends. You've
You're
said
right.
things about me, Jessica, and I don't even know you like that. We've never even really, we had like what, a few interactions with one another, and
Yep.
but you were standing up for Cassandra, and I get that, I understand that. um and I would never
here's
flaw you for that. I could never flaw another human being for being defensive of somebody they care about, because that means that they care about them.
and Jessica, here's my this is my perspective. Okay,
Mm-mm.
when you came into my life, like you did not come in there with ill intentions. I know you didn't. You usually don't. But at that very second, we had just had Savannah in the box. We had Enabler cussing us all out, and then we found out about Savannah's true charges. So everybody's emotions was on 1,000, as it
That was a
already
different
was.
time. That was a different night.
Oh,
This
I
was
thought
like,
this happened the other night in my
mm-mm.
life.
No, this conversation happened like, I remember it was like midday, and
Oh,
it was before all that went down. What happened was the night prior to is when 13 Sister was brought into a box, and we were all speaking on that.
yeah, and that's the
And
same night that
that's
Savannah
what
was in
that's
the
the
box.
same that's what fueled it. Honestly, like to sit
Our,
there and be in that box with 13 Sister, and for you to sit there and question her the way that, Elle's sister did you. I mean, that's pretty fucked up in my opinion. You didn't like it when it was done to you, so why are you going to go do it to somebody else? And no, I don't agree with everything that 13 does or what she says. Just like I don't agree with a lot of people. That doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and bash them for it. But just like your friends protect you, I'm going to do the same for mine. And I don't see how at one point in time prior to this, you guys were all cool with each other. And now it's nonsense. It's never going to end. It's a different person every day that's getting it. And even if you're in the chat, you still deal with it. Like, I personally don't get in boxes. I don't involve myself in people's shit that doesn't, I have no idea. Half the time, I'm lost on who's fighting with who. It's too hard to keep up with it because it's a different person every day.
Okay.
And yeah, my emotions were going high, and I did say some very hurtful things. And again, this is the last time I'm going to say it. I truly am sorry. I did not mean to hurt your feelings or to hurt you at all. Because even though, like, you dismiss other people's mental health, and I did dismiss yours that day, and that is completely wrong of me. I'm grown and I can take accountability for that. You do matter. But all the stress that you are getting and putting yourself through, you have to think about your own mental health too. You can't expect other people to care about what you're going through if you continue to absorb all the drama. Like, I tried to help you. I tried to help you. And
you know what
you
she told me
didn't
today,
really
Jessica?
listen to anything that I said. I wasn't talking for my health. I was talking to make sure you were okay. That's why I reached out to you. But you didn't
And you
take
know,
anything that I said into consideration. You did the complete opposite.
and
So I'm
Jessica,
not gonna keep trying. It's kind of like trying to talk to my baby dad. I'm not gonna get anywhere. So what's the point?
and you know what she said today, Jessica? And you should actually take when she said if she could be as big as you should take it actually as a compliment because she's really tiny and she wishes she could
You
be as
really
healthy
should.
as you.
Hell yeah, I do. I think big girls are fucking awesome, and I'm honestly like envious of it because I try to gain weight and it's really hard because, like you, Jessica, I have my own illnesses too.
I know.
Like certain people can't. You and I used to be cool with each other,
I
and
know. and that's why I
I
don't
don't
know
say,
what happened.
but do you see me go into in anybody's life if there's drama, like if there's, let's just say Phoenix, if she's having a drama-filled day, do I participate? I don't. I will
I've
leave, and
never
you can
seen you
ask
in a
her.
box. Okay, so
I
when
don't get
I
in
see you in the
boxes.
box, I'm like, what the hell?
That's the one
Yeah,
thing
and
she
it's
kept
just
reiterating today. She doesn't go on TikTok like that. Like
I don't.
she's
I have a life. I mean, for real. If I get on TikTok, and the only reason it's so frustrating is because I do come on here to escape reality because life is really fucking shitty for a lot of people. And I think a lot of us come on here to try to find connections, and then you always have another person that's, oh, this person doesn't like this person. So then you're kind of torn, like, oh, you don't know where to go. Because, God forbid, if you go into a live and somebody else sees you, like, well, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place on TikTok right along with life. It
Right.
makes this app sucks. It's not as fun as it used to be. You can try to change your algorithm as many times as you want. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. And there's always going to be somebody that says some stupid ass shit. And there's people who can't even apologize for it. But I can. Because, like I said, you and I used to talk. And everything you have told me, you could ask anybody. I never mentioned it. Sorry, my son was calling.
Well, I'm
But, I mean,
sorry. I'm
I don't,
sorry.
I don't like the drama, and I'm
I didn't
sorry
mean to
too.
hurt your feelings. I didn't know that I was hurting your feelings. I
Girl,
just knew you went your way and I went my way, and I didn't mean to
I
purposely hurt
refuse.
your feelings.
I refuse to associate with anybody from ScamSlam side. So when I heard Enabler wanted me to go in there, no, I'm not doing it. I refuse. Jessica, they drugged me when I was a mod for Carmen in their Discord. This shit that they said, it made me get off the app for a while. And then I came back, and it's still the same shit.
Right.
And when you go to them, like, their Discord, I don't know if you're in it, but
No, I don't
it's
have
not the
no
greatest
Discord.
thing. They don't say the nicest things about people in that. And I've already dealt with this shit once. I don't want to deal with it again.
Right.
And I'm sure I'm going to, but I protect my peace and I have boundaries. And I'm not going to go somewhere that I'm not comfortable. I don't care. You follow who you follow, just like I follow who I follow. And I'm going to support who I support. People aren't going to like it. At the end of the day, I'm still going to sleep just fine.
Right.
And
and I
Skittles
think
has so many questions.
this is like a really good reminder that we can all get up. Listen, I was so upset with your group, so upset that I almost went to somebody that would have evolved it so much more. But after thinking about it, after he responded to me, he said, hi after I had said hi to him. And I just decided, you know what? It probably wasn't going to be best for me to bring it to a higher ranking because it's a trickle effect of hate. And when you
Mm,
have a trickle effect of hate, you catch things along the way, you catch people along the way, and it becomes like a virus, and it's not good for either party. And none of us are going to remotely benefit from it. It's
agreed.
not going to do any good. So I think that's why, like, I think it's best if anybody, and this is a PSA, if you have a problem
Abby,
with somebody,
do you
go
want to
to them.
get up here and scream?
Go to them and tell them that you have a problem with them. And if the response isn't kind or not taken or understood, and you feel you need to go further, then you know what? Go fucking further. If that's where it comes to, and it becomes to that point where you're that angry and you feel it's necessary, do what you feel is necessary as an adult. But never skip that first step because it can make a load of difference. Because you
Right.
don't know people's, like, we all speak at the flip of the tongue sometimes, we all just let our emotions sometimes it just bottles up and it just comes out and you're like, I just want to talk shit and laugh with my friends, because it's constantly heard or it's constantly on someone's fucking YouTube, so that first step's important. And I'm not saying that, like, I've been guilty of doing it too, Jessica. Like, I'm not condemning you right now and acting superior because I'm not. I've
No.
just learned recently that that's probably the best way to do it because Look at me and Cassandra right now.
I know. I'm very proud of, like, I am so proud of that.
You know, things are cool now, and it's like all that shit didn't need to happen in between. All that anguish, all that headache, all the screaming, all the talking shit, all the screen recordings, all the screenshots, all of the videos, it didn't need to happen.
Right.
So I'm just speaking from experience. I do want to also apologize to you because I made a disgusting comment too, and nobody's calling me out for it. Y'all are weird for not calling me out for my comment.
No joke. Yours was worse than mine.
How dare you make that
Lord.
comment? There.
I mean, everything is expensive nowadays. Water's fucking expensive. But I'm just kidding. I'm not downplaying what I said. It was fucking rude. And I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I can handle a lot, but like when it comes to my oxygen, like I just get a little sad about it, if I can just be honest. But because I've never heard it since I've been on the app. I've never heard it ever. You know what I mean? Maybe people say behind the scenes or whatever, but I guess I'm just gonna be honest. I was in shock that it was. I was in shock, and then I was hurt, and then I was in shock again, and then I look, and it's her, and I'm like, okay, I really hurt her, and I beat myself up that night because I don't know what I did, but I get it now, and I should have spoken to her about it.
And it shouldn't have been said to begin with, so there wouldn't have had to be a conversation. We all wish we did things so differently. And I'll say that because you got to remember every action has a reaction. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like
Facts.
that's what all of this has been. It's been a lot of actions and reactions, actions and reactions. We're all guilty.
I
At this
wasn't
point.
feeding into it. I wasn't gonna feed into the going over there and trying to talk just to get. I'm not doing that. That's insanity. I'm not that crazy. I just want everybody to get along. And if you don't like somebody, fucking block them. Like, it's really not that hard. It's really
You
not.
just gave me a video idea. Thank you.
Skittles, I'm sorry
Only
your
this
head
time the video
hurts.
is going to be toward myself.
Right, Bob?
I have a great idea. I have a great idea. Um,
Yeah, Jessica, if you would like to, unblock me and talk more, just between me and you, feel free to, girl. If I ever say anything that offends you, just message me and be like, shut the fuck up. Put me in my place. Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings. What's going to hurt my feelings is you going to the enemy to have them
I
fucking
for
come for me.
I did
You know,
forget.
like,
I did forget. It wasn't. I got. No, they started coming over more, and I'm not making a no excuse. They started coming over more, and not specifically the one that you named, but a few of their girls come over, and I got used to it, I guess I could say, and I didn't think about it. Like I didn't think about it. And now I thought about it and I know about it and I can make it better and I can fix it and it doesn't have to be that way. Does that make sense to you? Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say?
yes,
Okay.
I
It
get you.
Okay.
shocked me. I'm not gonna lie, it shocked me because the way they ran you through the ringer, Jessica, and then now they're all in your guys' live, and I'm like, oh god. And I'm worried they're gonna do it to you again. Like, I'm
They're
not
going
gonna
to do
lie.
it again. They
I'm
do it
going to
to
be
everybody.
honest. What I'm seeing is, and it happens all the time. Um, Hi, Big Bad Wolfie. What I'm
Hey,
seeing
Big
is
Bad
a lot
Wolf.
of opportunity.
Hey, Wolfie.
And when I say what I'm seeing is a lot of opportunity, I'm seeing people see pain as like a
A
fuck
weakness.
you to other people.
Okay. I get
Do
what
you
you're
know what I
saying.
mean? And
I
I'm not
do.
just saying that situation. I see it all the time where people
No.
see an opportunity, like, oh, they said this or they did this, and a live is held, and it's the whole live is speaking of the things that were being done and being said. And I mean, yes, it is normal. But here's the thing: it's one thing if your friends do it for you. It's one thing if it was you were with Christina and Cassandra and Nick and all of them, and you guys
Uh-uh.
were having the conversation because you guys did have the conversation. It's a whole nother thing when it's
God,
somebody
you're
who
so
did
right.
you super dirty and they're like, oh, here, come under my wing. I got you. I know I did something similar to you, but here, let me now defend you.
Okay.
because it fits my narrative.
I completely, can I tell you? I guess I'm the type, like, you said it out loud. I get it. I didn't get it. I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't get
I
it
know.
until right now. Literally right now.
You know
I
what they
didn't
did
get
to
it.
you? They've been doing the same thing to me for 2 days.
When Wings calls me and she's crying over this, because it's really upset her that they're dragging her like they did you.
Because it's the
And
second fucking time.
yeah,
And I don't
I'm
even
going
know
to
these
say
fucking
this, and I
people.
hope.
They don't know a damn thing about me. So they could sit there and they can, degrade somebody for. They don't even fucking know me, for one. And if you really knew me, I bet you wouldn't say that shit to my face. Because I'm
everybody
like
say hi to
Cassandra. I will.
Enabler. Everybody say hi
Look.
because they're streaming us.
Who's
Oh, I don't
streaming us?
care.
Enabler.
Okay, good. Enabler, I'm going to say this right now. What you have
But you
up,
don't know me.
what you're listening to is somebody super upset for the way that your followers have been basically harassing her to come into your lives so that you can address an issue for somebody who you say you're worried about her mental health. You say you advocate mental health. If you were truly worried about anybody's mental health in this situation, you would have done what I did today. You would have reached out to both of them privately. You would have asked them both how they wanted to handle it. You would have asked them the most effective way to handle it. And you would have done so with grace, and you wouldn't have done so by attacking. You don't know Miss Wings enough to sit there and think that she's mentally strong enough to handle your followers coming after her. So I want you to know that tonight, when you lay your head on your pillow while you're sitting there thinking that you're doing such this great thing for mental health, because you say it over and over again, how you advocate and it's excuses for your behavior. I want you to remember you hurt somebody today and you push them a little bit. Your actions, your words, your live, your held accountable for this. So I hope you understand you're not doing as much good as you like people to believe that you are. And anybody who disagrees with that clearly didn't listen to a goddamn thing said in this live, nor do they notice that there was actual constructive work done in this live, not just bashing and harassing. You maybe should take a step back and maybe think about what you're doing and how effective it is for all parties. Because, like you say, everybody's mental health matters, right? Everybody, right? That's what you said. So then why do you think it's right for you to be the judge and jury on which side of the mental health matters? Because there's always more to the story than the side that you listen to. And you and I both know that. Stop being hypocritical and stop saying that you care for something if you're going to risk somebody else for that. That's not the way it works. And I'm being respectful when I say this, because as much as I want to be disrespectful, it's not constructive. And I don't want to be rude to you. But this is the aftermath of that.
Jessica, I really hope you don't feel like you've been attacked. Yeah, now they're
No,
looking at all
not at
the
all.
comments. Now
Not
they're
at
looking
all.
at all the tweets.
I was
Okay,
not
yeah.
attacked. I came in willingly. I spoke. I needed to hear a few things and it hit me tonight and I get it now. I completely get it now. And I needed it. So again, I'm sorry.
Because
She's apologized to me 500 times and
Miss Wing is an amazing person. Talk to her a lot off this app. She is really an amazing
I
person.
know. I know, and I lost her. I did because
And
of my
Girl,
I
you
Jessica, I
did.
didn't
want to
lose
say,
me. You just don't listen.
Yeah,
Jessica and
Jessica's
Miss Wings, I want to say something for both of your sakes because, like, Bob is right. There was progress made. And um, Miss Wings, you said something really important. And then now it's kind of getting sidetracked because of whoever's streaming, whatever. Like, put that aside. I think the most important thing here is that. Jessica, you may have misheard. We listened to the recordings a few times. You may have misheard the government part of it. There were still hurtful things said. Miss Wings, you have apologized for it. It sounds like there is also some hurt from things that had nothing to do with what was said on the live, and that it would be productive for you two to have a conversation outside of a live to maybe try and work those things out. And Miss Wings, you just said, you know, to Jessica, hey, if you want to unblock me and message me, like, let's talk about it. Like, I think that's the most important thing to focus on here is that, like, you two made progress, and regardless of anyone else who is involved, like, fuck who's streaming, fuck whoever else is involved for whatever reasons they're involved. Like, you two had a personal relationship that clearly meant a lot to both of you, because Miss Wings, like, you're in tears right now. Like, you clearly were hurt by some of what went on. Jessica, I know that you were hurt by what was said. People have taken accountability, but if there's a chance for you two to rebuild that relationship, like, all of the other drama that's kind of like a side part to this, like, fuck all of that. Like, you two go behind the scenes and work it out, because clearly there's still some care for each other there. So, like, let's not get sidetracked by all of this other shit that's going on that doesn't specifically have to do with you two and the relationship that you have, that it sounds to me like you want to fix.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
You definitely put that really good, Miss Luty. Missed you. I don't know where the hell you went, but I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, I'm back.
Girl, when I go
That's
into
like one of
people's
them Vegas
lives,
stories.
that's one of the first things I always say is, like, I have no idea what's going on. And if it's not a fun live, I don't want to be in it. I just leave. I'll watch YouTube videos or something. Listen to music. I don't know. This app just, it's draining. It's stressful. People drag each other every fucking day.
Well,
And it's
I
never
mean,
going to stop.
and it's not. I mean, people are always going to have issues with one another, and there's a lot of dysfunction, and there's a lot of broken relationships and things that are going on right now. But I just didn't want to see you two, and I don't mean disrespect to anyone else, because I'm not saying that the issues that other people have with each other don't matter, or I'm not trying to, like, devalue those things. It's just that, you know, you guys were making progress just now, and then it turned into other people are streaming and other people are trying to do this. Like, none of that matters. Like, you two, this is the reason why we're here. And
Well,
everybody
I
else
will
is going to have
say,
to.
I'm sorry, I will say for myself on that aspect, the reason why I address that is because this isn't the first, and I'm hoping it is, but it's not going to be the last time. And I truly want people to understand that when they go to others, their intentions might not be pure. And I wanted to address, since I was being streamed, I wanted to address the situation because I do believe in my heart Enabler cares about people's mental health. I do. I absolutely 100% do. I just think she's choosing whose mental health she's caring for, and I don't think that's right. And that needed to be said because at the end of the day, everyone's matters.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this is your live, Bob. Like, I'm not, the only thing I'm saying is that I just didn't want Jessica and Miss Wings to start getting upset again about the other people that have nothing to do with this situation specifically, like their relationship, to start taking away from the progress that they were making, because that was one thing you just said was, like, progress was made just now. And there, you know, I see, like, what's going on in the comments, and again, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone because I know there are side things going on. I just didn't want Jessica and Miss Wings to, like, get sidetracked in this moment, because it was really important.
and I have to agree that, I do believe in a enabler. I know she's big about people's mental health. Bob, I think you're right that maybe she does choose who she wants to advocate for. But when I knew her, when I was over at Scams, like, she was big with the mental health part. But I think sometimes they just go about it the wrong way, maybe. I don't know.
So am I good with everybody here? Does everybody here anybody else like I'm willing to apologize.
So
Talk
I'm gonna address something real quick. Scam
okay.
slam. Nobody is over here dragging people, so you need to stop with the lies.
That's okay. She'll have a recording of it on her YouTube, and then they could replay it and see for themselves.
And be cool with us over here. No, she's not turning on any of you guys, so please stop with the lies over there. This was a live to have Jessica and Miss Wings work their problems out. So scam, stop lying that we are dragging people over here.
Don't even address her, please. I really don't even want her name associated with my platform. I really don't. I don't like her. I made it clear last night I don't like her. I'm not going to be disrespectful toward her, but she's just not my cup of tea, and that's okay. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't want her name any longer associated with mine. So I do not want her name said on my lives anymore. I don't care if she's streaming. I don't care if she's posting. I'm just thinking about it now, and it's just I don't like her having the attention, if that makes sense. So let's just fuck that subject.
Yes.
Jessica, thank you for coming in here.
No, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for
You know, I'm not going to
talking to
flip
me.
out on people unless it's absolutely warranted. And that's really hard to get me to do that. I mean, you could try.
No.
But again, like I haven't went into anybody's live and talked about you or since that day. I don't go and do that shit. I don't have time for it. I'm too old.
Sorry, I had to mute her mic. We were here in a vacuum.
You're fine. But yes, please, if you want to continue this conversation about, everything else, you can unblock me. Like I said, DM me.
Okay.
And thank you for coming over.
Yes,
And
Jessica,
knowing that
thank
you
you.
weren't going to
And
get
I
I
hope
really
attacked
thank
because
Bob because Bob really was.
she was my voice today.
She absolutely was there for.
She's a really good friend.
She's not. I don't. Not what I'm not listening to anybody anymore ever. Like I'm really not. I'm not. I'm
Girl,
not.
you
I'm
said that
done.
before. You have to think for yourself, and
I
with
know.
your with
I
your
know.
health being the way it is, all this extra stress from TikTok, like that's not good for you. Put your phone down. That's what I do. I don't
Jessica,
come
thank
on
you so
here.
much. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for giving it a chance. Thank you for, understanding because it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to listen and understand rather than listen to respond. And I'm really glad that you did. And I'm glad that we were all able to straighten it out and just let it, throw it in the air. And please let Christina know. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I just feel like when you keep repeating something and you keep getting a response, if the response isn't changing, it's a waste of the time that could be being used for good, and so I wasn't trying to be disrespectful toward her. I'm sorry if it came off that way. It was just getting to the point where it's like, okay, what more do you want from this question?
All right.
Jessica,
Okay.
your health right now, you need to focus on that. Your health
I
is
am.
more
I I
important.
And
I
girl,
am.
stress does not help. Trust
I
me,
got,
no.
I got things coming up the end of this month and it's
And
gonna
just
all
be
happen good
mindful
for me.
of
Yeah,
where
because
you decide to sit too.
we do
Some
care
people
about you.
won't care about that.
Yeah, no, like I've always genuinely cared about you, regardless. We've had our little tiffs, but I do worry about you because I know your health is not good. So
I appreciate that. I do.
anything I've ever said since our last talk when we agreed to be cordial, I
No.
apologize. I apologize. If I've said anything, I apologize.
No.
Girl,
Nothing
if
that
you happen
has.
to hear some crazy crap come out of my mouth that offends you, please message me.
Girl, I'm
Like, come
messaging you next
directly
time,
to me.
okay? I
And
am
I mean, if you
messaging you.
ever
I'm
see
not
me in a
waiting.
box.
and then
I'm not nothing. I am coming to you.
Jessica,
I mean, I'm a big girl.
when you do, be like, bitch, let me tell you something, and she'll definitely
Yeah, no
respond back.
shit. I'm not gonna get offended. I am a bitch. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
I'll
I
be
do
the
it.
first one to tell you.
I do it
Okay.
to
I think we all get in our feelings and we say things out of anger, and sometimes we don't think about it. But I really do appreciate you coming over here and respecting my boundaries and my little
Yes,
will
ma'am.
to not have anything to do with them because I really don't care
I
how they feel about me. I don't want
I know.
nothing to do. You could talk about me in your Discord and make up all kinds of stories. Ask me if I care, because I don't give a fuck.
Right. No, I
Being
completely, I
completely
know.
honest.
I completely forgot, but I know.
And Banana and 13, I'm sorry, Jessica. Why are y'all hiding in here? I mean, I see the comments, so I'm just asking.
Jessica, you are more than welcome in my lives, and I'm sure Bob would say the same thing. But I'm telling you, for me, you are always more than welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
even
Yeah,
though
I sat
sometimes
in Bob's earlier, all the whole time y'all were talking. I
And I
sat.
apologize. It took me forever to come in here, but
No,
it's
it's
not because
okay.
I was scared. I
Oh,
just have a life.
I didn't think for 1 minute it was because of that. I know that you're a mom. I know, I know you're a
I'm a
mom.
mom and a
You got
dad.
kids, you
speaking
know.
of mom, Miss Wings, I need to see if our boys are playing together.
Because Lord, probably he's at his dad's.
Probably. Are you playing with? No.
So yes, Miss Jessica, you'll have to look through your block list. I'm sure it's pretty long, and send me a message, and we can continue to talk, or text me. I don't care. You're not blocked.
You still got the same phone number.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Do you? Because I could text
I
you
do.
if yours is the
Yes,
same.
I do.
Okay.
Same
Yeah,
exact
I'll
one.
text you.
I love
Look at
this.
us being adults. More people should do this.
Bye, Bernadette. You're one of them.
Oh, Lord. Well, I don't know if anybody else has anything they need to say. I don't know who this
Yeah,
troublemaker
I don't
person
know.
is
I
down
didn't
here.
know if anybody had
I
anything else to say to me. Like, I don't know if
I have
people in
an
the comments or
issue.
whatever, I would have,
I have an issue. I have
I
an
haven't
issue.
actually read the chat, so I don't know what's going on.
I have an issue.
Get a tissue.
Bob, I have an
Oh,
issue. This bitch
oh
next
God,
to me
here.
did not give us our nerds tonight, Bob.
Well,
Jesus, I told you I put the snacks in the chat.
it's fine because we'll
We're in
just
the
replace
box.
her
It's
with
We're in the
Willy
spicy. It's
Wonka.
penthouse. We're in
it's
the
spicy in the
penthouse.
chat right now.
I
No,
don't
it's
care. We're in the
All right,
really.
penthouse.
what is let's because there's obviously a whole fucking novel thing going down there. What's going on in the
Yes,
chat?
but I
Jessica,
have
I'll
no
put
idea.
this back on my main page too, okay?
Okay.
But I most definitely do not know how to drop out of this
Oh,
box.
I
So if
got you. So
anybody,
Oh,
for
So
future,
it
I'm
oh,
just
looks
going to tell
like
you in case you ever have to. Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you in case you ever have to block yourself or to get down yourself. You click your picture, and up top there's like an X, and then you hit the X.
oh, I was gonna
Okay,
say
so I
top left,
click
but
my picture.
it looks like she got it. Top left to be an X.
Got it.
Got it? So it looks like someone named Missy is saying that she is enabler is streaming your live just because of Skittles, but I don't think that was true because I was listening and I heard them talking about the Jessica Miss Wings thing. So I don't know if that's completely true, but
I mean, it doesn't
that's the
matter.
conversation that's happening.
Irregardless, if I'm being streamed at some point, I should expect it, right? We're all on the internet.
I think so. Yeah.
If I'm being posted on things, we're all on the internet. Fair game, whatever you got to do.
yep. We're not.
I don't want to talk about it anymore because it feels like every time her name gets brought up, it becomes like something else. And it's not something I like. It's not something I like being involved with, nor do I like being associated with. Now, with that being said, I am going to say this since there is things going on in the comments that I'm noticing. You're welcome, Jessica. It was really my pleasure. Honestly, I mean that from my heart. I love to see this. It's great. It's great for the soul, honestly, and a lot more fulfilling than just spewing hate all the time. I was
So
associated, I listened to a live and I was considered associated with the things that 13 has done. When I met 13, I met everybody else. I thought she was nice. I always give people a chance. I still do think she's nice. But do my values align with her? No, I don't think they do. I've made it very clear to 13, and I'll make it very clear to everybody else. I said I still want to see her eat. I just don't want to sit at the same table as her. I don't agree with things that are being done right now. I think they are defamatory and could actually destroy someone's life, like completely destroy. I could never imagine hating somebody that I didn't know that long so much that I would go after his entire livelihood. I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. I've been a vindictive ex-girlfriend before, and I'm not saying that's why this is happening, but it's from the viewer's point of view, that's what it seems. Banana and 13, I saw that you guys followed me recently. I'm going to respectfully unfollow, like remove your follow if you guys don't want to do it yourselves. I don't want association with this. I really don't. So I don't know why this is even a conversation in my life, because I don't follow you for a reason. I keep, I just don't want anything to do with it. I tried to be kind. I tried to be understanding, saw something I didn't like, and I voiced that I didn't like it, because I don't hate you guys. But I don't like, Banana, but something really bad just happened. Do you really think this would be the time?
Well, if I can play devil's advocate for a minute, she did come in just to listen. She wasn't saying anything to anyone at first, but when they started talking to her in the comments, she started responding.
Right,
So.
which means she knew that like people were going to be here and something really bad just happened. Like
Right.
a very, very terrible accusation. This is not only a bad accusation for the person who's involved and the other person who's involved, but actual children, kids, human beings.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that. And 13, when you came to me with that information, what did I say to you? Unless you have physical proof, unless you have actual physical proof. And you don't.
Y'all
I don't know why it even got as far as it did. You don't like something being done to you, but then you go, I just don't agree with it. I'll leave it at that. I don't fucking agree with it. And I just don't want any association with it. I don't want association with the things you've done. I don't, because that's not me. I'm not that type of person.
and I'm really trying to stay neutral with all this because I'm friends with both sides. But you guys need to talk behind the scenes, or I don't know, figure this out, because y'all were really, really good friends at one point in time. And this hurts my heart to see y'all doing this to each other.
And I'm sorry, 13, if you didn't want me to know that, but I didn't know that you didn't want other people to know that you shared that with me. I don't even know why you shared that with me. Like I was going to do something with that, because it wasn't even proof. It was hearsay. It was people who hate other people making up things about other people. And I don't, like, do you not know me well enough to know that that's not the shit that I do? And I'm not going to cover up anybody's lies for them, because I don't owe anybody that.
Hey, wait, I just one second. What situation are you talking about?
Me?
Yeah, that she shared, was it the Savannah stuff?
No.
Oh shit, I must have missed a lot. Okay.
Oh,
So I know about the live that was being held with Florida Man's ex, correct?
Yeah.
And accusations were being thrown out there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I had gotten screenshots of a conversation, I don't even know when, a couple days ago, maybe a week ago or something. And I said to 13, holy shit, I said, you remember, don't do anything with this without actual proof, because that could, like, and I figured in my head, without physical proof, she would back the fuck off. I really did. I really thought that she would say, okay, you know what? This isn't true. This is just hearsay. This is someone who hates him, period.
She came to you a week ago with this?
I'll have to, let me go look
No,
at this.
I mean, just within like no, you didn't do anything wrong, Bob. You did not do anything wrong, Bo. Is this bitch fucking crazy? I swear to fucking God.
So she sent me them on 10/2, so not a week ago. My bad. 2 days ago. Okay, so that was my bad. It felt like a week ago in TikTok time. And I said to her, proof.
I know, Wolf. Me too. Me too.
I'm completely lost.
Well, I'm
That
sorry if I
means
created something more,
you
but please
didn't.
don't come to me if you don't expect me to say something
You
when you're
didn't.
wrong.
I honestly, I appreciate
No,
you.
not you. This is directed toward 13. Don't expect me not to say something when you're wrong,
To be
because
nice.
I'm not your like keeper. I'm a human being who sees right and wrong, and I'm telling you you're fucking wrong, and I keep telling you you're wrong, and instead of listening that you're wrong, you want to keep pushing this narrative that you're right, and it's only making you look worse and worse every day, and I don't want association with somebody who keeps making these mistakes and expects grace from them.
Why would you go to multiple people and share that with them?
I don't know, but I do have to end my life. I do have a kiddo to take care of. Luckily, the other ones are at their grandmother's. But if Skittles, you want to continue alive on your side, I will
Yeah,
probably pop in.
they won't come, but yeah, I can. Fuck
Thank
them.
you for,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wish I had more time. Thank you to everybody who's come. Thank you for everybody who was respectful. And thank you to my moderators, because you guys did a great job. Love you guys. Happy Friday night. Sorry about leaving it on this note.
Look at payroll mama laying in bed.
She's like, damn, I didn't mean to do that.
Busted.
All
All
right.
right.
Good night.
Good night.